Hey everybody, and welcome to the show. I'm so excited to be your tour guide today as we explore the top 10 must-visit places in New York City. Whether you're a first-time visitor or a seasoned New Yorker, get ready to fall in love with this city all over again. We've got iconic landmarks, hidden gems, and everything in between. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on an epic adventure through the concrete jungle, where dreams are made of, and also really good pizza. I'm talking fold in half, greasy fingertips, New York-style pizza. But we'll get to that later. First things first, let's talk about why New York City is so awesome. It's a melting pot of cultures, a hub for creativity, and a place where anything is possible. You can literally bump into a celebrity on the street, though I wouldn't recommend actually bumping into them. They tend not to like that. So whether you're into art, food, history, or just soaking up the city's electric atmosphere, this list has got you covered. We're talking bucket list destinations that'll make you say, I can't believe I'm actually here. Get ready for an unforgettable journey through the city that never sleeps.
All right, let's kick things off with the granddaddy of them all, Central Park. This place is like the city's collective backyard, a giant green oasis smack dab in the middle of Manhattan. I'm talking 843 acres of pure awesomeness. You've got everything here: sprawling lawns, tranquil lakes, even a zoo. Seriously, you could spend an entire day here and still not see everything. Now you gotta check out Bethesda Terrace with its iconic fountain and the street performers. It's like a scene out of a movie. And speaking of movies, you might recognize the Bow Bridge from a bunch of romantic comedies. It's the perfect spot for a stroll with your sweetheart or, just a selfie with some ducks. And don't even get me started on Strawberry Fields. It's a beautiful tribute to John Lennon, and you can't help but feel the peace and love when you're there. Pro tip: grab a hot dog from one of the vendors outside the park. Trust me, it's a Central Park rite of passage.
Next up, we're heading to a place that's basically a giant art history book come to life, the Metropolitan Museum of Art, or as the cool kids call it, the Met. Now, I know what you're thinking. Museums aren't really my thing, but trust me, this place is different. It's like walking through the world's most impressive art collection, and you're guaranteed to find something that blows your mind. We're talking ancient Egyptian tombs, Renaissance masterpieces, even a suit of armor worn by Henry VIII himself. And the best part? You can actually get up close and personal with some of these works of art. Well, not too close. They've got those laser beams, you know the ones. But seriously, take your time exploring the different galleries, and don't forget to check out the rooftop garden for some killer views of Central Park. Oh, and before I forget, the Egyptian Temple of Dendor, mind-blowing. Seriously, look it up.
Okay, get ready for this one, because we're about to walk on air. Well, kind of. The High Line is a park built on top of old elevated train tracks, and it's one of the coolest places in the city. It's like someone said, hey, let's take a slice of nature and lift it 30 feet in the air. And you know what? It worked. You've got these amazing gardens, public art installations that will make you do a double take, and breathtaking views of the Hudson River. It's the perfect place to escape the hustle and bustle of the city below, even if it's just for an afternoon. And while you're there, make sure to stop by Chelsea Market for some of the best food in the city. We're talking artisanal cheeses, fresh baked bread, you name it. Oh, and if you're feeling fancy, grab a drink at the Standard Hotel's rooftop bar. The views are incredible.
All right, folks, it's time to channel your inner superhero and walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. This iconic landmark connects Manhattan to Brooklyn, and trust me, the views are worth the walk. You'll get the most epic panorama of the Manhattan skyline, especially at sunset. It's enough to make you want to burst into song, but maybe save that for the shower. Once you're on the other side, get ready to explore Dumbo, which stands for Down Under the Manhattan Bridge Overpass. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but trust me, it's way cooler than it sounds. Think cobblestone streets, waterfront parks, and that irresistible Brooklyn vibe. And while you're there, you gotta ride Jane's Carousel. I don't care how old you are, it's impossible not to crack a smile when you're on that thing. And for a sweet treat, hit up the Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory. They've got classic flavors that'll take you back to your childhood.
Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter sensory overload. Times Square, baby. It's bright, it's loud, it's a little bit crazy, and it's everything you've ever heard about and more. They don't call it the crossroads of the world for nothing. You've got giant billboards, Broadway theaters, street performers, and enough energy to power a small country. Now, it can be a bit overwhelming, especially at night when the lights are in full effect. But hey, that's part of the fun, right? Just embrace the chaos and let yourself get swept away by the energy. And if you're looking for a little bit of everything, Times Square's got you covered. Catch a Broadway show, visit Madame Tussauds Wax Museum, or just grab a giant pretzel and people watch. Oh, and don't forget to look up. You never know what kind of crazy billboards you might see.
Get ready for a double dose of history and inspiration as we head over to the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island. These two landmarks are like the ultimate symbols of the American dream. You know the Statue of Liberty. She's big, she's green, and she's got a torch that could light up the entire city. But more importantly, she represents freedom and opportunity, and it's pretty hard not to feel a little bit emotional when you see her up close. And right next door is Ellis Island, the former immigration station that welcomed millions of people to America. Walking through those halls, you can almost feel the hopes and dreams of all those immigrants who came here looking for a better life. Take your time exploring both islands, and be sure to check out the museums for a deeper dive into their history. And if you're feeling really adventurous, climb to the top of the Statue of Liberty's crown for some truly unforgettable views.
Calling all art lovers. Get ready to have your mind blown at MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art. This place is like a playground for your imagination, with a collection that spans from the late 19th century to the present day. We're talking Van Gogh's Starry Night, Warhol's Campbell's Soup Cans, Picasso's Les Demoiselles d'Avignon. The list goes on and on. And the best part? MoMA is constantly evolving, with new exhibitions popping up all the time. So even if you've been before, there's always something new to discover. Take your time exploring the different galleries, and don't be afraid to let the art speak to you. And if you need a break from all the mind-bending creativity, head to the Sculpture Garden for a breath of fresh air. Oh, and before you leave, swing by the design store for some seriously cool souvenirs.
Get ready to step back in time and experience the cool, artsy vibe of Greenwich Village. This historic neighborhood is like a time capsule of New York's bohemian past, with charming streets, cozy cafes, and a certain je ne sais quoi that you won't find anywhere else. This is where Bob Dylan got his start, where Jackson Pollock pushed the boundaries of art, and where the spirit of counterculture still thrives today. Stroll through Washington Square Park, where you'll find street performers, chess players, and maybe even a protest or two. And speaking of history, you can't visit Greenwich Village without stopping by the Stonewall Inn. It's a reminder that even in the heart of the city, change is possible.
Get ready to reach for the sky, folks, because we're heading to the top of the Empire State Building. This iconic skyscraper is practically synonymous with New York City, and the views from the top are nothing short of breathtaking. I'm talking panoramic vistas that stretch for miles in every direction. You can literally see all 5 boroughs from up there. Now I know what you're thinking. Jimmy, isn't it super touristy? And yeah, you're right, it is. But trust me, it's worth braving the crowds for this once-in-a-lifetime experience. Plus, it's not every day you get to stand on top of one of the most famous buildings in the world. Pro tip: go at night for a truly magical experience. The city lights twinkling below are something you have to see to believe.
Our final stop on this journey through New York City is a somber one, but it's also a testament to the city's resilience and the enduring human spirit. The 9/11 Memorial and Museum stand as a powerful tribute to the victims of the September 11th attacks, a day that forever changed our world. The memorial itself is deeply moving, with twin reflecting pools marking the footprints of the Twin Towers. Take your time walking around the pools, reading the names of the victims inscribed in bronze, and simply reflecting on the magnitude of the tragedy. The museum offers a profound and unforgettable look at the events of that day, with artifacts, photographs, and first-hand accounts that will stay with you long after you leave. It's a difficult but important experience, one that reminds us of the fragility of life and the importance of unity and compassion.
Well, folks, There you have it, our whirlwind tour of New York City's top 10 must-visit places. From the green oasis of Central Park to the bright lights of Times Square, from the artistic havens of MoMA and Greenwich Village to the historical significance of the Statue of Liberty and the 9/11 Memorial, this city truly has something for everyone. Whether you're here for a weekend getaway or a longer adventure, I hope this list has inspired you to get out there and explore all that this incredible city has to offer. And hey, maybe you'll even discover some hidden gems of your own along the way. So, what are you waiting for? Get out there and experience the magic of New York City. And don't forget to grab a slice of pizza for me while you're at it. Stay tuned for more adventures, and until next time, peace out.